Hi, I'm James George, and we have got the best places to live and visit in the USA. And this is going to be a great show because we're coming from Florida, which is one of the best places in the US. And I've got Zachary joining us today. How are you, Zachary?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking, James. How about yourself?
I'm really good. So tell us about where you live in Florida, why you live there, and first of all, tell us about yourself.
Well, thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm here actually, I live in Sebastian, Florida, which is outside of a town called Vero Beach, Florida, located central East Coast on the Atlantic. And, I moved here in 2005 from Colorado. And, my mom called me up. She was living in Arizona at the time. My mom called me up. My grandfather had just recently passed. He lived in Orlando, and he was a real estate broker. He always wanted us to get involved in real estate. At that time, I had no interest whatsoever. I just wanted to be in a rock band. And my mom called me up, and she said, "Hey, let's move out to Florida. Let's fulfill Grandpa's dream. He left us some inheritance." And mind you, this is 2005. We came out and we bought a bunch of real estate. And you could probably determine what happened next after 2005 with all the real estate. So anyway, I stayed here and I just fell in love with it. I met my wife. This is just a terrific place. So that's a short story, a short version of really everything that would happen and why I'm here. But where I'm located is absolutely gorgeous.
So what is there to do where you live? I mean, what is there to do, first of all, if you were looking to visit the place, what would there be to do if people came and visited you?
Well, number one, relax. This is a place where you don't come here to have really to be it's not a major tourist destination, so to speak. It's not like a Disney World. However, there is a Disney resort here in Vero Beach. So mainly what you would do is, relax, fish, go to the beach. There's a picture of Disney right there. That's the Disney resort, which is right here in Vero Beach. You will dine, you will dance, you can go to the Museum of Art, you can see comedy at Riverside Theater. Just a fantastic place to just come and unwind and get away from the day-to-day grind of living in a city or living in suburbs. As you can see in the photos, it's just a terrific place.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Do a lot of people use it as, do they have second homes there? And is it a place where people often, go to relax and spend some time?
Yeah, it is. A lot of folks have second homes here. Mainly it's been from folks that live up north in the Northeast, New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut. And they come down here and they buy second homes, and they do what's called snowbirding. So they'll live in up north during the summertime, because during the summertime it's naturally pretty humid and hot here.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back down here for the winter time to avoid what's going on right now. I think they're having an Arctic blast right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit different to where we're living.
It's a bit different, right? So, it's probably similar, and I can only speculate. It's probably similar to what you guys experience with folks from maybe like Montana or, Nebraska.
We get a lot of everything when we're in San Diego, because we get people that want to escape the heat and the cold. Yeah. So that's why it's, a great place to own a second home here and rent it out when you're not here, because there's always someone wanting to come into town, because we have the perfect weather, of everywhere in the US. We probably have the best perfect weather, but you pay for it. That's the problem with San Diego in California, is you pay for that perfect weather. We call it the sunshine tax here, and things are astronomically expensive. So what is it like to live where you are? Obviously, it's a great place to visit, but what's it like to actually live? Tell us about what your normal daily life is like.
Well, we don't have much of a rush hour, so you're not going to experience that here. There's no bumper to bumper traffic. So when you wake up and you drive to work, most folks are going to work, either in Melbourne, which is half an hour north of here. They'll work here in Sebastian where I live, and it's primarily going to be the hospitality industry, food, dining. There's some manufacturing, a lot of construction, a ton of construction. It's a huge industry here. And then you have healthcare, which is really big as well. So as far as a daily commute, there virtually is not one. You don't have that kind of experience here. Although it is getting a little bit busier because more and more folks are beginning to find out about this little piece of paradise, and they're moving here. But it's still relatively extremely light traffic and unpopulated comparatively to other places. So living here, it's terrific. It's not a lot of stress. You don't have those. You don't have the experiences that you would have in, say, Los Angeles or Orlando, even Jacksonville, places like that.
So do you find that means that is it a lot of maybe families and older people? I can imagine it's a place where when you're 21 years old, you probably want to go to somewhere that's a bit more going on. So what's the demographic like?
Yeah, demographic, you're absolutely right. I think average age is going to be 57. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's last I checked, that's what it was. We do have a lot of retirees. In fact, Vero Beach has the highest concentration of retired CEOs in the country.
Wow. So it's a good place to retire to then, because it's laid back, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I can imagine a lot of people probably, as you say, spend 3/4 of the year there, and then spend, when it gets really hot in the summer, then that's when they come to places like San Diego, for example, or other places around the country, or go up north.
That's absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those terrific places that people go when they want to get away from the cold or get away from the grind. They're going to go to San Diego. They're going to come to Vero Beach. Heck, they'll go to Hawaii. They'll go to the Bahamas. This is just one of those places.
Great. And what I wanted also to know is in regards to prices. So one of the features we do on this show is $300,000 doesn't get you much where I am. And we just spoke to someone in LA who that doesn't really get you anything at all. So I really wanted to know what you get for $300,000. You sent me over some pictures, so let's get them up, and then just tell us what you would get if you were looking to get a place of $300,000 where you are.
Yeah, for $300,000, you're going to get a concrete block constructed home. This particular home is in an HOA, homeowners association. You're going to get granite countertops, nice floors, probably about 2,000 square feet, maybe a little bit less. Yep. Fairly new build, probably somewhere around 2010 to anywhere to maybe 2019, 2020, depending on where you buy. But you get a really nice new house that's not going to need much at all, if anything, for $300,000. It's actually the average price point here in where I live is about $257,000. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home for $257,000.
Yeah.
So you can get a pool home for about $300,000 and up here in the area, that's not going to need any work.
That's pretty good. That really is. If you think about what you can get, you've got great weather most of the year, and you're close to the ocean. That's incredible that you can get homes at that price. It really is.
Yeah.
And then what about the higher price point? So you say about the CEOs and stuff. Let's have a little look at what you can get for $1 million.
For $1 million, you're going to get a home with 2,000 or more square feet, nicely appointed. With you could possibly even get one on the water, which in fact this home right here does have water access and a dock, so you can dock your boat. This is going to be a good, nice architecture, beautiful pool, high-end appliances, high-end flooring and cabinetry.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So this is absolutely, and so that view right there, what that is that's they're called the Fingers, and this is in a town called Vero Shores, or an area of town called Vero Shores. Just out beyond the photo, near the top of the photo, that's the Indian River Lagoon, and then beyond that, you see the Barrier Island, and then beyond the barrier island is the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. So you have access to the Indian River Lagoon and then out to the ocean.
One random question. Someone who come from England and now lives in San Diego, is alligators. Would you get alligators in water like that?
There are alligators in saltwater. That's the Indian River Lagoon, and what you're looking at right there, that's brackish water. So there's a mix of fresh water and salt water in that lagoon, and alligators do occasionally wander out there, yes.
Yeah, I just randomly wanted to know that because I often see alligators on golf courses in Florida and stuff, and so it's just a random question. But yeah, I mean, for $1 million, you really can get something absolutely stunning.
You really can. Yes, you can.
And what about any little secret places where you are that people don't know about?
Yeah, well, there are definitely secret little spots, little secret beaches that you can go to. If you're a surfer, you're going to find little secret beaches where you can go to and find a nice break. Here in Florida, we've got there's a name for just about every beach. If you're surfing, there's some great fishing spots. There's a fishing spot called the Wall that only a few people know about. If you're fishing for a certain kind of fish, like snook is a big fish to fish for. There are reef areas that you can mark with your GPS when you're out on your boat, so you can find fish and lobsters to go dive for. So these are like secret areas. This is called the Treasure Coast where I live, and then the reason why it's called the Treasure Coast is because Spanish ships, many of them have crashed here. The shipwrecks, and so they dropped. They would leave treasure in the sand, and you can still find treasure on the beach here in Vero Beach and Sebastian. In fact, there's a little museum here called Mel Fisher's Treasure Museum, and I think I've got some photos in there of 1 or 2 photos of the sign and maybe a picture of Pieces of 8 there. There's some great restaurants,
Yeah, what are your favorite restaurants? What would be your 3 top restaurants?
My 3 top restaurants, my first one personally would be Ocean Grill. Ocean Grill, there's also a picture there of the Ocean Grill. It's on the beach.
Oh, yeah, I remember that picture. Yeah.
It's a terrific place to eat. I mean, they just have wonderful food, a great service. It's been there for many, many years. And that's just my favorite restaurant. I've got another restaurant that I love. It's called the Tides in Vero Beach, and then there's one that's in between Vero Beach and Sebastian, so just inland on the mainland, and that's called Chill and Grill. And man, Chef Scott is an incredible chef. They have wonderful tapas and beverages. It's got a great atmosphere. It's a little bit off the beaten path, but what a wonderful place to go. That would be one of my secret places to go. Would be Chill and Grill. Yeah. So
sounds like the most beautiful place to go to. And when I eventually get to Florida, I'm definitely going to have to come and meet you and check out some restaurants, do a bit of fishing, and spend some time at this beautiful place.
I think that's a great idea, James. I would love to have you, and we can show you around. We'll get on the boat. We'll go out. We'll do some fishing and maybe play some golf. I think you like to play some golf, right?
I do like to play some golf. Yeah.
We got some great golf courses here. I think you'd enjoy that.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. If people want to get hold of you, if they're thinking of moving to the area, how are they best getting hold of you?
The best way is to just give us a call, and the phone number is 772-494-1950. And the other way is to just go to the website. It's my name, Zachary Coletti, COLETTI.com. And that would be the 2 best ways to get a hold of us. You can also just do a search of Vero Beach real estate agents, and we should be right there. My face with shorter hair should be there, and you can just click that.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. If anyone really enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel, and if there's any areas that you'd like to know about, let us know, and I'll definitely try and find someone to cover that area. Thank you again, Zachary, and we'll catch up soon.
Thanks, James. You have a wonderful day today. Appreciate it.
Cool. Right, I'll just click in.